Coffee with a Chair was recorded before a live studio audience.
Welcome. Thank you for that. Welcome to Coffee with the Chair. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It's our pleasure, our honor to facilitate this event every single month. Obviously, it's called Coffee with the Chair, which we will be doing very shortly, but we couldn't do it if we didn't have our sponsor. And he has been our sponsor for probably 4 or 5 years
going
now.
on 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. And we changed the day so that he could be with us more often. And we're so happy to have him. Please welcome Travis Leonard from A&G Pools.
Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that.
Thank you. A&G Concrete Pools. I always forget the concrete.
That's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. So
I
we get a lot
know.
of phone calls for vinyl and above ground, especially with A&G's a little above ground. So that, hey,
Oh,
any
really?
opportunity,
Do
right?
people put above ground pools in Florida?
I don't think very often, but you never know.
I mean, and
Yeah.
if you do, how long is that going to last? One hurricane season and
if
done?
that, maybe after a thunderstorm, and then you're good to go.
Yeah,
So,
you're good to go.
Yeah.
And then fiberglass pools, that's another one. Like, do people still put those in?
very infrequently. Those kind of went away in the 80s.
Oh, well,
We're
I
not
just
gonna
dated
date
myself.
people.
Yeah. My parents actually still have a fiberglass pool down the street from us.
Well, anytime they're ready to rip it out and put a concrete pool in, we're here for
they
you. So.
resurfaced it.
Did
which
they really?
Yeah.
Who the hell did that?
They found somebody,
They
but
found-
yeah, it took a while, and I was like, all right. But they're in their 80s,
Okay.
so we weren't gonna rip it out, and do a whole.
Sure.
Because we'll sell the house, but so that's the next.
That's okay. I'll
person's-
leave a nice business card and a nice little packet when you go ahead and sell the house. We'll be able to do that. So
You'll be
that'll
like,
work.
here, call us when you're ready to get rid of this,
Exactly.
resurfaced.
Call us when you're ready to upgrade.
Yeah, it is a fiberglass pool. I was worried about it popping.
Should be. Just don't drain it.
Yeah.
Please don't drain it.
Well, we had to have that talk. Luckily, my parents I don't think they watch the show. Although if they did, they probably wouldn't tell me.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, my dad was like, I'm going to drain the pool. And I'm like, oh, it's a fiberglass pool. Don't do that.
What coffee are we drinking, by the way? This is amazing.
Thank you for bringing that up. And I always give him a shout out, which I would have done several times. But it's Michael's Coffee. He does his own blends.
Awesome.
He owns Steamworks on
Awesome.
US 1. He does this show for us. He does Coffee with the Council for us. He's just been a great partner. He actually was our BNI award winner this year.
Very nice.
For food and beverage in his
Awesome.
category for small business.
That was a nice event, the BNI Awards, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
a nice event.
People don't know this, but we had our business and industry awards in January, and we had 400 people there, and
There's a lot.
I host and all that kind of good stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm still getting people I said stuff to when they came on and say, right before we started, I stuck my hand in a basket. There was something in there that I was allergic to. My hand blew up like a balloon. And I had some friends helping me with ice, and it was starting to go up. It was starting to swell up my.
Oh, I remember.
So I had to take Benadryl and then get on stage.
I think you did a great job.
And I don't remember because I don't really take Benadryl. I've been trying to stay away from
Sure.
any, and so I was a little bit loopy. And I remember Larry Neese came on and he was like, Trissa, you told me I had to stop emailing you so much. Like I was saying random stuff to people when they came up to get their award. I would berate them, I guess. I don't know. So I have no idea what I said to you either, but I was pretty hopped
It was
up
loving
on-
and caring and kind. If
Oh,
it makes you feel any
good.
better, so.
Because I usually am. But I was like, and my hand was so small. I couldn't bend my fingers. And I didn't know if I was going to have to go to the hospital.
But you know what? You're a gamer. I mean, you did not hand the mic
I was-
over to anybody else. You took it, you ran with it, and you executed.
Yeah, I got through it.
You got through it,
and
yes.
said who knows what to who.
Well,
Yeah. So just email me what I said to you when you came on.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No worries. I'll be more than happy to.
All right, back to pool. So
Yep.
I have some questions.
Shoot.
Can you get just like a hot tub put in?
Sure.
You
can
can.
you can do a hot tub only. We call them spools, which is a small pool or a
Right.
big hot tub. We do a lot of hot tub onlys as well, but they're
You do?
in-ground gonite concrete. Not as, I would say, nice as an above-ground fiberglass one. 'Cause
Oh,
more
it's
gonite.
not?
No, it's not as pretty.
Oh, see, I thought it would be better to do that.
In my opinion, yes, but the majority of the people that want a hot tub by themselves with 100 jets and the bubblers and the contours and all that,
With the
it's
seats.
a little more difficult to do
and
that.
yeah,
in
because you
concrete.
basically just get, a concrete seat.
You get a
and-
concrete seat. We do have a tendency sometimes to mold people into their seat. We'll actually go ahead and take some foam and cut them into that and get real custom. Very few and far between, probably one or two of those a year, but
I can
have
only
it.
imagine the price tag on that.
It's
Like if you're contouring my butt from my concrete hot tub, I think you're paying extra.
You are
right?
paying extra for that one, yes.
Yeah. And I have another. And it just in general, is it about the same price? Like I might as well get a pool.
You might as well get a pool. Yeah,
I've heard that before. I might as well get a pool if you're
Might
getting a
as well
hot
get a
tub.
pool.
Put
If
it
you're
in.
gonna get the base of it, it's the same permitting, same soft cost, same engineering, same gun
You
ice,
got to
same
run
tile,
the
you got
infrastructure.
same heaters, same jet pump, same filtration pump, same salt system, same
Might as well get a
controller.
pool.
You might as well get a pool and a spa. You get the best of both worlds.
Okay, very good. Good to know.
There you
I've had that question for a while, and I don't know why I haven't asked you. It's
That's
not like I
okay.
don't see
You
you.
might as well just ask me on TV.
I know. I'll just
we're
ask
doing
you in
that, sure.
front of millions.
I thought we were just here to chat about personal issues. I thought, okay, no problem. We're going to business.
Well, people
Okay.
should know
Yeah,
about.
I'm not
your
giving you
business.
any numbers on camera, by the way. No chance.
No, and I wouldn't expect that. Not even for like butt impressions. All right, so we'll change the subject because even our business talk seemed a little personal there
Well,
for a
yeah.
minute.
It happens.
All right, what else do we want to talk about? What's going on in the nonprofit world? You were just nominated for the Pete Hegner Award.
I was nominated for the Pete Hegner Award and actually got down to the semifinals of, I believe, 6 people or 8 people.
Yes, you
I
had
wanna
an
say.
interview.
Had an interview with 12 amazing individuals. It's interesting because I'm usually on the other side of that, especially with the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year. And walking into a room, even though I knew 10 of the 12 really well, I was like, okay, this is real. Okay, people want to know and hear about what we do in the community, which is great. I was humbled to be nominated and humbled to make it to this far.
Very good. I'm excited for you too. I will definitely be there in support.
Well, I appreciate it. You were nominated as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
Just didn't quite make the interview process.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't even know what that is?
But that's okay, because the reality is it's,
Hey, you know what? Somebody thought about you.
Yes, that was very sweet of them to keep doing that to me. But here's the thing: the reality is it's for people that go above and beyond their job. You make pools, right? You do pools, but you have had an economic impact on the community.
Yeah, it was interesting. The first question they asked is, how does the company impact the community? And the more I thought about it, is not only do we have almost 100 full-time employees and we build almost 500 pools a year, but we also employ the subcontractor that does the pavers, the subcontractor that does the screen enclosure, the fence, the electrician.
Yeah.
We buy pipe from Silverline Pipe up here in St. Lucie County. We have FCP distributors. We have Horner distributors. We start touching so many other people. The vehicles we buy, the maintenance we do for St. Lucie Bear and Tire and Dyer Chevrolet and everybody else. You start thinking about, okay, where's those tens of millions of dollars generating an impact? I sat back and I went, wow. I even caught me off guard.
Not to mention your philanthropy is keeping a lot of nonprofits running, right, too.
And we are very blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah. Yep. So that's above and beyond. And reality is I run the chamber. It's my job to run the chamber, right? It's different from, I don't spend my free time like you do, some free time, but not all of it.
And by the grace of God, I've got an amazing wife, as you know, Gina, really well.
Yes, you do have an amazing wife.
And my children who are at the majority of the events that we do.
And amazing kids, yeah.
I want them to learn that, hey, you work hard, you play hard, and you give back to the community that's given to you. At the end of the day, that's really what it's all about.
And you know what's honest, as you say that, when you want to impart that on your children, I see your daughter almost as much as I see your wife, right?
Yeah,
like
no
she's
doubt.
out there in the middle of it. She's volunteering. She's part of all of it too.
Yep.
So that's above and beyond. And that's what the Pete Hegner Award is about. So I joke, but in reality, I really shouldn't be eligible for this award. So it's good.
Well, even being nominated for that award, because you do greater things than just for the chamber. You are out there in the community. You do a lot of things out there above and beyond as well.
Yeah.
So don't take it for
And I'm
sure.
happy to do it. But before I retire, maybe I'll get an interview.
Maybe. Well, it's interesting. I'm 45 years old, so I'm looking at the past winners, and I kind of joke. I'm like, there's no way they're going to give me this award.
Most of them are retiring.
Everyone's at the end of their career. And to be honest with you, I think I'm just getting started. Even though I've been doing this now for 25 years with A&G, been partnered for 15, now sole owner of the company for just about a year. I think I'm just getting started in the community, which I'm excited about.
Yep.
And my kids are sophomore and 8th grade. They'll be junior and 9th grade. So I'll have 2 high school kids next year, 2 high school daughters next year. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens with that. They're both working with the Mets for the summer.
Oh, they
Samantha's actually doing spring training with the Mets on the mic. And talk about taking somebody that used to be an introvert and now she's out there in front of 7,000 people. As a father, I cannot be prouder of her to taking on that responsibility and that challenge. And she's done a really amazing with it. So.
And you feel like Samantha was an introvert? Because I feel like she's out there.
I do, but you put them out there, you get them out of their comfort zone. And
Yeah.
I think that's what growth is, because you're not going to grow inside your comfort zone. Get them outside their comfort zone, and that's where growth happens.
Yeah, you guys are great examples to them.
Trying.
They're very, very
Trying.
lucky, and I'm so excited for what they hold for the future.
Yeah.
They are the future, right?
That's the goal, at least, right? That's what they say. Children are our future, and the next generation, and everything else. I don't want to continue doing what I'm doing at least for another 15 years. After that, I'd like to retire, but you never know. That's a long, long way away.
Maybe over the summer you bring her in.
I'd love to. If you give an opportunity, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you.
do that.
Yeah, put her to work.
Yeah, I like it.
Exactly.
All right.
Perfect.
Well, very good.
Well,
We
thank you.
are going to visit with, of course, our Board of County Commission Chair, Kathy Townsend.
One of my favorite people.
I know she is. I know, and I'm so happy about that because it worked out that you're able to come this year, and we get to have a little
Happy
bit of
to
friend
do it.
time in the morning. And very good. Congratulations again
Thank
on the Hegner Award. I
Thank
mean,
you.
very deserving. Very
Thank you.
excited for
Humbled.
you.
Humble.
I will
Thank
be there cheering.
You darn right you will.
I will. And again, thanks to Michael. Enjoy your coffee.
Yep.
from
Awesome. Michael, thank you.
Steamworks.
Appreciate it.
But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Board of County Commission Chair Kathy Townsend. Welcome back to Coffee with the Chair. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce, and we have with us, of course, the Board of County Commission Chair, Kathy Townsend.
Good morning, but it's not coffee with the chair today.
It's not
comedy with the chair.
with the
today.
chair. Well, they don't get to see the in-between stuff, which is where most of the comedy lies.
I don't know. You and Travis are pretty funny.
We started laughing, and I was like, I don't even know what we're talking about. That's what happens, though. When I do these shows, and I do them with friends that I know well, like you or Travis, who knows where it's going, right?
And it's okay because this show you can do whatever you want.
I know.
We're very politically incorrect.
And, we don't curse, and we're not vulgar, and it's public access, so we're
It's all
probably
in
okay. Mm-hmm.
But I do want to give a plug here to SLC TV.
Yes.
That's our boys with communications that puts this show on. They do a fabulous job.
They absolutely do. Honestly, I've been doing these shows, Mike, how long? 15 years. Yeah. 15 years probably or more. And I think that's when we got these cups because this logo is so old. But I'm too cheap to buy new ones. But I feel like maybe this year I'll do that. But the SLC TV part is awesome. But
And they do so much behind the scenes, and I don't think they get recognized.
so much, not just for these shows,
Yeah,
but
that's
for
what
the
I'm saying, for
county,
everything.
for informational things.
They
For
do our websites.
storms, for everything.
Mhm.
They're there doing it. But they've been good to me over the years, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure.
So I just
I
think they need
appreciate
to be
them.
recognized.
Yeah. I appreciate them very much. Good. What do we got going on?
Well, I don't know that I can keep up with Travis.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun, as you know.
Yes, he is.
He's one of my favorites.
My stuff is boring.
Well, really? Buc-ee's is not boring.
Well, no, Buc-ee's isn't.
Everybody's like, "Where's the Buc-ee's? Where's
It's
the
still
Buc-ee's?"
in the process. It's still going through application. They're fast tracking it. It's in the TVC, Towns, Villages, and Countryside
We
Overlay.
talked about that last week.
We
Yep.
are making changes to the TVC. It has to be made or Buc-ee's can't go in. And that's the thing that residents don't understand
Mm-hmm.
is, they are screaming on social media about the TVC and it shouldn't be changed to stop the growth, but they want Buc-ee's. So we can't have Buc-ee's if we don't make changes to the TVC. They didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So we are in that conversation. There will be some changes. We've met.
Yeah.
So I'm not breaching sunshine. I don't know what those changes are yet. We've not had a formal vote, but it looks like the board's going to make some changes. I feel safe in saying that we are all on board with Buc-ee's. And so in order for Buc-ee's to be here, there'll have to be changes. So there will be changes to the TVC.
Good.
And there was a development that we passed Tuesday night, Bednar Farms. They have to come back, of course, for their official site plan. But again, they were very close to what had to be in the TVC, but there were still some things that didn't quite meet that criteria. So there has to be changes for something to happen.
Very good. And people, and I get it because we are human. We want it both ways all the time. I get calls and run into people in tradition. They don't have good cell service. They hate the cell service. There's no data. But every time somebody tries to put up a antenna,
They don't want it.
no, you can't have it both ways.
Or they want it, but they don't want it where they want to put it.
Yeah.
Like Harbor.
Well, everybody wants it, but they want it next to somebody else's
Right.
house, right? So it's a never-ending battle. But people
It
have
is.
to understand for every amenity, there might be a small cost. And
people don't want the growth, but then
Mhm.
they want better cell phone
Buc-ee's,
towers.
yeah.
They want Buc-ee's. That's growth. So, you know, and I said this at the meeting the other night, there's so many times, I try to stay off of social media. I have to go on there from time to time, but there's times that people get upset because they see stuff and they snapshot it and they send it to me. And it's everything I can do to not respond. But so I said at the meeting the other night, there were some residents there about a development trying to go on Alphendria Road behind the Benny House. And all over social media was, don't go to the meeting, you're wasting your time. They've already made up their mind, blah, 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 blah. Well, they were going based on what the Planning and Zoning Board had done. The Planning and Zoning Board is not the decision. They're an advisory board.
Right.
You go there, it's kind of a pre-thing, you know, to go over things. They're supposed to be the path forward and kind of be like-minded us and kind of know where the board thinks, but to kind of help the developer move it along, right? So that by the time it gets to us, we're not saying things to have them go back to deny something or to prove it. It's a better plan, supposedly.
Yeah.
So I just said to them, you know, thanks for those of you that showed up, because your voice does matter. Your emails matter. Your phone calls matter. I take that stuff seriously.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, out of 7 years of being in office, there is never a project that I have wanted to find a path forward to support, because that planner and owner were so forgiving of everything we threw at them. You know, they went from 3-story to 2-story. They gave right away across the front. I mean, everything that was asked, changed the outside exterior, put in these windows. I mean, it was unbelievable, the stuff that they said, okay, we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. But I still could not approve the project. And I told them that. I'm like, this would be a better project, but I still will never, ever support your project. I can't. Dumping 400 people out on a 2-lane road at a 25-mile-per-hour speed zone with a curve in the road blocked by a house and trees, I can't go to bed at night knowing when a death occurs that I made that decision. And so unless you can give me a traffic light, I just can't get there. And I had that conversation all along with them. And that's where I really have problems with DOT. For all the good things they do,
Mm-hmm.
they just make poor decisions. I mean, why would you take a 2-lane road in that area and let 400 people dump out onto it, knowing they're going to turn left to go to Winn-Dixie off Endrio Road?
Okay, I got you. Where is
and
that?
Not have a red light there because it's not triggered. So I'm like, if you can pay for the light or do a roundabout, something for traffic control, I'm happy to have a conversation, let you come back. But I cannot get beyond the safety issues of, I just can't.
Now, I have a question. Can they even put in a light without DOT? I mean, with like DOT.
If they were going to pay for it.
They can. Okay, very good.
Yeah,
Good
if they're going to foot the bill and do all the engineering and pay for it 100%, and it's all going to be on them, they can go to DOT and DOT will work with them.
Okay.
You know, it's a very narrowed road, and it's right there under where the old oak canopies used to be. And it's down Taylor Dairy. And there's 5 houses back there, and they're on 10 acres. It's 5 homes on 10 acres. It's a very rural ag area. And then you have the Benny House up front. It's an established neighborhood. You've got an established neighborhood across the street on the north side of Endrio Road. Putting apartments there is not the proper place to put that, let alone, like I said, it's not safe to let people come out onto Endrio to turn left.
Yeah.
And so I was never supporting that project from the very beginning. And so when you see things on social media and you see the things people are saying, it's just very discouraging and frustrating, because, you know, you want to hide behind a keyboard,
Right.
but come on to the meeting or email me and let's have this conversation, because I'm not supporting that project. It's not safe.
And you know what's funny to me is I've been at the chamber. I'll have 17 years at the chamber this year, and I have always noticed, I've known this, that your Facebook comments can get electeds riled up, but unless you go to a meeting, and it's not just your jurisdiction, it's all the jurisdictions, unless you're willing to come down there and state on the record, they don't really make their decisions based on keyboard noise, right? You've got to come down and make a statement.
Well, I can't.
And I've seen it swing. in one direction. Like I thought it was going to go one way, and then people will come down and voice their opinion and it goes another. So people that don't think it matters are wrong. I've seen it for 17 years.
Matter.
I've seen it. And people that think that Facebook noise is going to make or break it are also wrong.
You know, it's just sad. I mean, I understand people are passionate. I'm glad they are.
Yeah, I mean, we need the passion.
People that know me know my doors are open. Pick up the phone and call me, email me. I read every email and I answer my phone in my office. You know, I want to hear, because if you live there, you know more than I do. Now, I will tell you, I know my district.
Yeah.
I'm in my district every day. And in Lakewood Park area, I know that. I live there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a great relationship with those people. But you always have the ones that want to be a loudmouth and run their mouth, and then they don't want to own what they say they're doing. So,
and you'll never make them happy.
Email and put it in writing.
Yeah, you'll never make them happy either.
No, and I know that. But I'm just saying that was an example.
Yeah.
It was all over social media that it was already passed. It was a done deal. It wasn't. It was a 3-2 vote, and it didn't pass. Which, like I said, the path forward for that person that did the planning of it was amazing, but it's still just not a good project, right?
Yeah.
And so it's okay to comment on social media. That's okay. But pick up the phone and call your elected official and say your opinion. If you live there, why or why not? And there was a lady that did do that last night. She said that she was at the meeting and she was too afraid to speak. And but she felt, and then she told me her scenario, and we had a real nice conversation back and forth with the email. I don't like public speaking. I don't like having my picture taken. I don't like any of the above. I have to do it. It's my job.
I was just gonna say, I hate it too, but I have to do it every single day of my life.
So I understand why people are intimidated to get up there and be in front of the camera. It's not. And I still, when I have to go somewhere and speak, you know, something, I'm not comfortable doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was great, and I love the fact that she felt impelled enough to email me the way she felt, and we had a great conversation. And there was things she even brought up in the email, and I know the street she lives on. I'm very familiar with that street back there. But she even brought up things that I didn't even really think about too. So that's why I love having those conversations.
Yeah. And the reality is if you listen to people, they will tell you something you didn't think about. You can't think of everything. I don't know what human thinks they can think of everything, right? And if you do think you can, you're wrong. So people can add something to any thought process or conversation.
It's just come to the meetings, and if you can't be there, email, pick up the phone and call us. We listen. We do.
Yeah. And but that also brings up another point. We were talking about, you know, I have horrible cell service, but I don't want, you know, the cell tower. But we also have an issue right now. You brought up the apartment complex on Indrio, and there's some traffic flow issues, and I get it. And if they can be addressed, we can move forward. But there's also this need for essential housing. But then there's also this compliance. There's compliance issues. So I hear from both sides. As you know, I represent the development community. I chair the Development Review Task Force, and they're like, they want essential housing, but they keep saying fewer floors, and we don't like that project. And I'm like, yeah. You know, there's always a give and take, and I feel that it's my job to mediate these things. And the development's yelling at me that no, they won't approve anything, and you know, the county's like, listen, we want to approve it, but it's got to do this, and it's hard, it's difficult, and it always comes down to money too.
But let's clarify essential housing, because that was something that came up. Currently, our board is trying to require in every development that you have to have a percentage of essential housing.
Yeah, they do that in Palm Beach County,
and
20%.
Then a lot of the residents get upset by that because they think that it's Section 8. It's not Section 8.
Yeah.
It is based on your income, but it's set for your first-time firefighter, your nurses, your teachers, those that make $50,000 or $60,000 a year that can't really get out there and really afford to have a home right now, right? And so that is essential housing. And affordable housing is different. Affordable housing, there is a definition in the state for that. It's based on your income, but it's a tiered level, and the state assists you with the Section 8.
Yeah, that's something different.
It's totally different, and so that's why we changed it. You know, that's why we pressed everybody to say stop saying affordable housing, because it's not affordable housing Section 8. It's essential housing. It's for the workers that are making 60, like our Hands Clinic. If you make less than $20,000 a year, you can't go to Hands Clinic. But if you make more than 40 or 45, you can't. It's for that forgotten tier of people that work at Home Depot and Walmart that every dollar they make goes to baby diapers and a loaf of bread, right? They cannot afford health care. And so that's basically what essential housing is.
Yeah.
It's to help you have a hand up to someday tear up your levels and get better jobs to be able to afford your $400,000 home, right?
Yeah.
And I know developers, when they buy land and our impact fees, which I know are high, you know, by the time you go to build a house, unless you do a CDD, how do you build that? Those $300,000 homes are hard to build today.
And even if you do a CDD, you're gonna pass it on to the buyer.
To the buyer.
Yeah. I mean, you can't escape it. Somebody has to pay that.
And so that's a conversation I have a lot is, if a builder comes in and builds a home and sells it to you for $275, and he does a CDD, you're still paying $350 for the house. Yeah,
because you got to pay extra taxes.
Because you're paying on the back end for 10 years over your taxes.
You're paying somewhere, right? Somebody has to pay.
Yes.
And people get mad at developers, and it's like, well, you don't become a developer to lose money.
It's a business.
It's a business.
It's like a landlord.
I don't go to work to not get paid.
People say things about landlords. It's a business.
Yeah.
They have purchased the homes and the property. They upkeep it. They're supposed to.
Nobody goes to work to not get paid. Nobody goes into business to not make money.
And I'm probably the only landlord that has rentals that I don't make any money. I rent them for what the payments are for month with taxes and insurance. But I have great tenants.
And then of course, you'll have some equity.
But that's what I look at it. I look at it as, even when rents were raising, I never adjusted mine because my tenants have been with me for 11 years. And they maintain the home. And I look at it as, at the end of the day, I have equity in that house. And when I sell it, that's when I'll make my profit. But there are landlords, that's how they make a living. They own 10, 20 rentals.
And they have to pay their daily expenses. Right. This is an investment for you.
Right. It's an investment. And so, but again, it's a business and you're there to make money. And I want people to make money.
Yeah, I do too. You have to.
Because people that make money like Travis give back to the community.
Yes.
And there's nonprofits that need people like the Travises of the world so that they can be sustainable to help the less fortunate.
Yeah.
So it's just full cycle how it goes.
It is. And it's hard to see beyond your own needs and desires because I have the same problem. I'm human too. There's days where I work for the chamber and I'm like, no growth. I don't want any more houses, no more traffic. I can't take it.
Yeah.
So we're
traffic
all human.
Is crazy.
Yeah.
It's very, very, it's
there's always a balance.
And it's even bad in Fort Pierce now. It's not just Port St. Lucie. I mean,
it's getting a little bad in Fort Pierce, right?
I came through there the other day at
Virginia.
I think it was 8:30 and it was bumper to bumper. It was terrible.
I mean, getting off at Okeechobee is like whoosh, but we have people, and so every chain in the world has decided to set up shop at that exit.
Well, I don't know that the chains have come to Fort Pierce yet. That's what I
do
like about Fort Pierce.
Starbucks, Wawa.
But they're kind of out here by 95.
Well, I have to get off 95.
Yeah, you're downtown Fort Pierce. It still has that charm. It's still private boutique shops. It still has that old town charm still down there.
It's the best. I love it.
It is.
And so people are, the bright yellow elephant in the room is, we didn't get the bright line. And I prefer to look at it glass half full. Okay, good. Then I still might be able to afford to move into downtown Fort Pierce when I retire. Right? So I'm going to half full that thing.
Well, I don't think you really want to get me started on Brightline.
Okay. Yes. And here's the big problem. Is everybody okay? But
Brightline. So Brightline could have come to Fort Pierce.
Yeah,
there was an error done. On behalf of an employee. But I also believe that at the end of the day, God always has his hand in things.
Yes.
And for everybody that wanted the train here, there were those that didn't. And the plus side of it not coming is,
I'm going to get in a condo in the Renaissance eventually at a decent price.
Maybe. That's true. But I have said all along, and I know people think I'm a conspiracy theory or whatever, but Brightline was never meant to be a passenger train. It was coming, and they wanted to come in for cargo out of Miami to get stuff through the Panama Canal and to get the goods. And if they championed that, it was never, ever going to happen. And so they're like, well, we'll pass it as a passenger train. And that way we can be ahead of the curve because we can do the tracks, we can get the trains, and then we can just wait it out. Cities are going to pay for the stations. They're going to waste tax dollars to build it. We're not paying for it. And then whenever it doesn't work, we can then say, well, it didn't work, so we're just going to go to cargo, and you're going to have an abandoned train station. And so, again, I just think it was God's foresight to know what's going to happen down the path 5 to 7 years from now, if that.
Yeah.
And he actually protected the city.
Well,
and we're not going to have an abandoned train station down there, and the city's not have wasted $20 million of taxpayers' money. So
Yep.
I think that,
and I'm over it already.
even though there's people that are disappointed by it, I think there's good that came.
I'm
from
over it. Heck with them.
So sorry, guys, if you wanted the train here, but that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I'm over it. They're like Costco to me now.
I still want Trader Joe's.
Could do without you. If you're too snobby to service me in my community, then I don't need you.
No, I agree with that. I agree.
I mean, Costco's like bragging they're putting a warehouse out here. I'm like, nope, I can't. Can I buy a chicken there? No. I'm over you. That's probably gonna come back and haunt me. I might sit on the EDC. They're gonna be so mad at me. I don't care. I'm bitter right now.
That's what I love about the show. We can just be whatever because we really don't care.
I mean, we care.
Don't misunderstand me. We care. We care, but I really don't care. I mean, I agree. I'm glad that Costco's putting a distribution here, and they're a great company.
I am glad, but
at the end of the day, you're putting a distribution center here, but you're not going to give us a store.
Nope. At least even Cheney Brothers gave us a store. So yeah. Hats off to Cheney Brothers. At least put a chicken dispensary in your
or a vending machine with chickens.
Yeah, do something. Give me something. Meet me halfway so I can love you.
Well, in Trader Joe's, it's like them. The people sit up in New York and they run these numbers. And it's like, well, there's not enough money there. I'm like, there's enough money there. They would come from Martin County. They would come from Indian River County. Mm-hmm. And there's people that have money.
That's what I'm saying. When you're too snobby to realize the worth of my people, then I don't care.
I agree. That's why I quit going to Trader Joe's, even though I love them.
I don't go to Trader Joe's either. I won't go to Costco either.
I don't go to Costco.
My husband and I we're having a disagreement on that because he wants to try the chickens. And I'm like, well, eat them in your car. Don't bring them in the house. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I win that battle because I think I won't, but we'll see.
I'm not familiar with Costco's chickens. Are y'all?
You are. Some of you are.
Are they that amazing?
I mean, Sam's are pretty amazing.
Oh.
They're big. Big isn't always better.
Well, now I have to probably be a trader, and I guess I have to go to Costco's and try chicken then, I guess. I don't know.
I wonder if I should censor myself sometimes. Nah, it's too late, right?
This is Coffee with Kathy.
Yes, Coffee with Kathy. It's Coffee with Kathy and Teresa.
And anybody that knows me knows I'm very politically incorrect. And it's good. I don't care. Whatever.
I just don't have a big ability to censor myself.
I don't have a filter.
I don't want to hurt anybody and I don't want to offend anybody.
I don't either, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah. The truth is the truth, right?
It is what it is. You don't know what you can do unless you know the truth. If you know the truth. Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people don't care about my opinion. I'm good with that too.
And I'm always willing to eat crow. Like if Costco's like, Trista, we're going to come to town tomorrow. I'm going to be like, I love you again. Let's be friends. Let's do this.
I think we need to have this segment sent to Costco.
So yeah, I'm willing to forgive and forget.
Me too.
All right, what else do we got?
Well, we're very close to our 139. We passed everything but one ditch.
At the airport,
They fixed the ditch. Mm-hmm. And so that when the FAA comes back in a couple weeks, I think we'll be good to go. The FBO out there is doing a beautiful job. The hangars are going in and they already have tenants for them and they're remodeling the restaurant. It's going to be very, very nice. Are y'all familiar with the restaurant out there at the airport?
The restaurant was really good anyway.
It's getting a facelift. It's going to be really nice. They're stepping up their game. It's going to be great. And we are going out for an FBO.
Nice.
Out there. We're going to have a north side FBO. That's going to go out for bid. My inmate medical is done. We have it. The ink is signed. We are now in control of our inmate medical. There's going to be some changes.
And if you want a little background on this, watch last month's show. We don't have to rehash it, right? Watch last month's show.
Yes. So our staff is out there, and we're making some changes.
Good.
And so that's going very well. We are very, very close to closing on the piece of property we're purchasing for our homeless transitional living facility.
That's great news.
Yes, we are probably 8 weeks away
from
being able to have that going. As of today, we are not aware of any veterans that are homeless. Any veteran we were aware of that wanted housing, we have placed.
Nice.
A lot of them are in the duplexes up in Lakewood Park area. So we're trying to take care of the homeless.
Good
stuff. We have a couple new libraries going in. The PACE bill has gone through. It's moving. It's now up in the Senate.
So PACE is a sort of a I don't want to say loan program, but somewhat of a loan program, but it goes on your tax bill. We hope to have it, the ability to put it on our tax bill to do upgrades, environmental upgrades to your house, AC, roof,
and it's
windows.
For people that can't get a loan through the bank.
Or
it's a specific program that gives you that loan that goes on your tax bill if your tax collector agrees with that company and allows it to go on your tax bill.
Yes.
That
definitely is something that we will have updates on. And we'll
but
talk
there's
about
a bill,
PACE.
but we'll talk about that the next show maybe. It's being very largely discussed up in Tallahassee. There's some bills moving forward on it. It's went to the House. It's in the Senate. They're making a few little tweaks and changes. Our bill that we have championed on hospitals not being able to charge more than 100% over the Medicare rate has made it through. The House is in the Senate today. It's being heard in the Senate. If it passes, which I believe it will, the governor has to sign off, which that might not happen because one of his best friends is a lobbyist for HCA. But we have some language in there that can give him a path forward because of the taxpayers. So there's some good legislation, I think, that's going to really protect us here in St. Lucie County this year.
And so much legislation. I feel like I've never seen such active legislation in the past 4 years. But we'll have to do a follow-up show with what did pass, what all that means, and all that kind of good stuff. I do have a couple. We're going to move to questions. We're going to segue to questions from the audience. But I have a question, and it's about the airport. So at the airport, and I don't know how many people know this. I knew this. I've seen them. But the James Bond movie Moonraker was filmed in Port St. Lucie on the river. And when they filmed it here, they brought their little one-man airplanes that they shot that were in the film. And I have seen those. They were left in a hangar at the airport. And I'm trying to secure one for the History Museum.
Oh,
there's like 3 or 4. Who is in charge of them?
I cannot disclose that.
Well, off camera, can you tell me?
No.
Why? I need to know who to contact.
There's actually, y'all be surprised, there are a couple private hangars out there by some very, very wealthy families, but they do not want anybody to know that they're there or in St. Lucie County. And that is one of the people that have those planes. I can't disclose that, but
well, I feel privileged to see them.
Do you know whose house that was filmed at? Do you know who owned the house?
No.
Brett Reynolds.
Oh, Brett Reynolds owned the house? Brent. Oh, Brent. I was like, when did Brett Reynolds live in Port St. Lucie? He lived in Jupiter.
Yeah, no, Britt.
Oh, Britt. Oh, I know Britt. B-R-I-T-T. Okay, Britt.
He owned the house. Several movies were filmed out of that house when he owned it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to put one. There was like 3 or 4 of those planes out there. I think there was 3. I just want one to put in the History Museum. It could be on loan.
They're not going to give you a plane to put in the History Museum.
It's like this big.
It doesn't matter. You should have said something.
It's literally the size of the
I had
stage.
A plane about the size of this coffee table that I could have given you, but I gave it to 2 of my.
But that's the one that was those planes were in the movie Moonraker. Okay. It was, and it's like this big. It's like not much bigger than the coffee table.
I'll make a phone call.
Thank you. All right, does anybody else have questions? Anybody else want anything from a hangar at the airport? No?
Everybody's so quiet today.
All right. Nobody has any other questions. All right. Anything else that you need to tell us before we head out? Because I know you have a meeting, I have a meeting. We have meetings.
No.
All right, I don't even know what time it is. Okay, very good. I appreciate it.
And when is this filming in April?
April. This is released April Fool's Day. April Fools.
We did a perfect April Fool's show, didn't we?
Yes. It was all
Everybody,
over the place.
This was all a lie.
I know. Yeah. Everything you heard here was a complete April. No, we better not say that because people will believe that. Yes, and it'll be on the internet that we just
But
did
Easter
a whole
will have been
show
over, so I hope everybody had a wonderful
Conspiracy
Easter.
Theorists will be like, yeah, it really was an April Fool. All right. Well, I want to thank, of course, Chair Townsend and Travis for coming. I love it when he comes. And Michael from Steamworks and Mike and Stefan and the staff here and my staff. But of course, all of you, everybody in the audience that came to join us today, we've been doing more social media. We've been getting bigger audience. So I appreciate you guys spending the time with us. So with that, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next month.